Well, actually, beginning last semester is when I actually started really getting involved, when the whole tuition hike thing really blew up.
As a taxpayer and a voter, I care about the resources that the community has available to it, and the City University of New York is one of those resources.
And on November 21st, there was a public hearing hosted at Baruch College by the CUNY Board of Trustees. And they were going to be there to consider whether or not to raise CUNY tuition.
Which they are saying, well, it's just $150 a semester. It's really not going to hurt you that much. But if you look at it realistically, that's in five years, that's a $1,500 tuition increase.
The public hearing was going to be held indoors. Usually, these demonstrations take place outside. I actually got a seat upstairs inside the room. And of course, the Board of Trustees decided to be very late because they were too busy having hors d'oeuvres and wine.
I was just standing in the lobby waiting for order.
We reached the first floor, elevator doors open, and all I see is a slew of students marching and chanting, entering filling the lobby.
They tried mic checking. We're here for the public hearing. Let us go to the freaking hearing. And we still wouldn't be let up for whatever reason.
Public safety officers were asking students to go back outside. However, the students were there for a public hearing. The students were there to get their voices heard. There are turnstiles so people couldn't get through, and there was a link, a chain link created by public safety officers to block students. There were batons in hands, and so at that point I just said this could get pretty volatile.
But it was really, I'd never seen anything like it.
There was a young woman who was punched by a security guard. Another student was, I think, hit with a baton or bruised with a baton.
If you see the footage, you can see there's a lobby and then there's a balcony up top, the security desk, and you can see the students or faculty or whoever they were just were throwing books at security trying to push us out. That was encouraging.
It got physical where, they were literally grabbing people and hurling people through the door. At one point, I thought somebody was going to go through the glass.
I want to say about a dozen students were arrested, maybe more, maybe less.
This other girl, I forget her name, but she was arrested as well. It's just funny because she was this little teeny petite girl. I saw her being taken away.
Students were hurt. And that in itself is an act of terrorism. This is about standing up for what's right. And in this country where we have a constitutional right to the freedom of assembly, it baffles me that that's not allowed.
Hopefully, down the history books, it'll say that we successfully got the tuition freeze to be implemented, for open admissions to be reinstated.
Resources like the City University of New York, they didn't happen, just be out of the goodness of the hearts of the wealthy elites that run this country. These things were fought for, and now they're being taken away, and people have to fight to keep them. So I would like to see that a renewal of student activism.
We are CUNY! We are CUNY! We are the students in Chile!